I'm going to be reading for 24 hours today. Let's just pretend that I opened this up and there was a crisp can opening sound. I already opened it before the video, so no ASMR today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anna, and in today's video, I'm gonna be reading for 24 hours. I know. We're all excited. I did try to film this video like 2 times, but my first time filming this video, I tried to film like a 24 hours straight. I don't know what I was thinking. I feel like that only works if you know you can stay up late, and I don't stay up that late, to be honest. And then the second time I tried to film it, I just didn't like it overall, so I deleted it. But here I am the third time trying to film this video, but I think this time it will turn out good because I've learned my lesson and third time's the charm. So yeah, anyways, how this challenge works, it honestly, it works many different ways, but for me, how this works is I set a timer for 24 hours and then I pause the timer every time I'm doing something, so I can accurately see how many books I actually read. It's pretty self-explanatory, so yeah. Now that I've explained to you guys what that's all about, I need to pick out my TBR, but I do already have the first book I want to read, which is Nora Goes Off Script, but I still want to go pick out some other books that I might want to read for this challenge. So yeah, let's go pick it out because I love picking out books. Okay, so I have 2 other books picked out for this challenge. First, I have another book by Annabelle Monaghan. This is Summer Romance. It's perfect for the time. It's June. It's about 300 pages, so a good, fun romance, I'm hoping. And then a Frida McFadden book. Frida McFadden books are just the perfect, most bingeable books. It's just the perfect palate cleanser. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and start the challenge. I have everything I need: the energy drink, the snacks, the water, the comfy bed, and the 2 furry companions. And you guys too. I have you guys to hopefully support me and root for me because this is not gonna be easy. I'm probably gonna be a little bit tired, but welcome to my bed area. I'm gonna set the timer now and put my phone on Do Not Disturb, like that. Alright, so I'm almost finished with the book. Literally, look at that. And I'm actually loving it so far. And I really like the writing style. This book feels like a breath of fresh air. Love it. It's very light, but it has a good amount of emotional depth. Also, a good amount of rom-com, comedy. Well, that's what rom-com is. Half romance, half comedy. And I have a few pages left, so I'm gonna finish it on camera. I read a little bit of it, and then I also audiobooking it, and I really am liking the audiobook because the voice actors and everything are just good. So I'm gonna continue reading. That was so good. And honestly, that ending, perfect. This was just an amazing I don't know what to say. I don't know what more to say. The ending was amazing, to be honest. It wasn't like anything super crazy. I just think it's the perfect ending for this type of book. That ending was curated for this book, obviously. I just love how it turned out. That was good. That was definitely good. I'll give my rating and my thoughts at the end of this video. Okay, so I added a few more books to my TBR because, like, you know, it's just what I'm in the mood for. I think this is like cozy vibes. I'm not sure, but it does seem like cozy vibes to me. So that's an option. And then this one's like a really big anticipated read for me. And these ones, which I already showed you guys. I was thinking because, like, I don't really feel like reading another romance by this author. Not because, like, it's bad. I just want to expand my options. I'm just not in the mood for that again because I feel like I'm gonna get a little bit bored. And I thought, why not just read Daisy Jones and the Six? Because I've literally been wanting to read this for so long, and it's not that big of a book. I think I'm gonna read Daisy Jones and the Six because it's about time. Alright guys, so I'm indecisive. I was indecisive and I was just like not feeling any of the books. Hold up, I'll be back. I was indecisive, and so I went ahead and like looked at the other books that I had, and then I forgot that I had this book. This is the sequel to Better Than the Movie, and I was like, I saw this and thought it was just perfect because it's a YA rom-com, and that's like what I'm in the mood for right now. And I know I said I wasn't in a rom-com mood, but I just wasn't in like a mood to read another one of her books, which is like, I'm not because I don't like it. I just wasn't in the mood. I just like wanted something new. Started a little bit. I think I'm on chapter 2, and this is a long book compared to the first one. This is a pretty long book. I know a lot of people did not like this book, and I honestly, like, I agree why they're upset. I just don't think Better Than the Movies needs a sequel, but I understand why she published another one. Like, Better Than the Movies is her most popular book, I would say, and so like I understand why she published a second one. I just don't think there was a need for that. And so far I'm into the book, and I find out that Wes has a beard. Wes and Liz had a little interaction, and Liz was like, I like your beard. I'm not sure if she said beer or beard, but I'm replaying it in my head, and I'm just like, why would she say I like your beard? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm pretty sure she said I like your beard, and these kids are in college, and I'm not saying like you can't have a beard in college, but I just can't imagine Wes with the beard. I just can't imagine him with a beard. So what can I do about it? Maybe he has like a stubble. When she said that, I imagined him with like a full on like Santa Claus type beard, and I think that's not what she meant, but I still, you know, I can't do it. But so far it's not bad. I just think there was no need for this book, but I was curious enough to get it, so I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna make some dinner right now. It's actually 4, so it's pretty early, but I'm hungry. I'll be back with more updates. Hey everyone, it's the next day, and it's been a while since I've updated you guys, but I finished this a few hours ago actually, but I finished Nothing Like the Movies. I'm actually quite shocked and surprised because I actually really enjoyed this book. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it that much, which is why I've been putting it off for so long, because I picked it up because I just like kind of wanted to get over with, which is so harsh, but that's the truth. I'll give you guys my rating on this at the end of the video. But now I have 13 hours left. I think I'm gonna read The Inmate by Frida McFadden because this time I'm genuinely in a mood for a mystery thriller. Hopefully I enjoy it. This challenge has been fun so far. I finished 2 books and I have 13 hours left, so I think I have enough time to finish like at least this book. Do you guys like my Snoopy shirt? This was my mom's and I stole it from her because she never wears it. Hey everyone, I ended up finishing The Inmate by Frida McFadden, and now I'm going to move on to my next book, which is Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I want to read another book of hers because genuinely I really enjoyed Nora Goes Off Script, and I just need to read another book of hers right now. And I have 6 hours, 24 minutes, and 15 seconds left of this challenge. So I have a pretty good amount of time to finish this book, I'd say. Maybe not like finish the full book, but you know, to get into it enough. First, before anything else, I need to go make some coffee. So let's go make some coffee. So I actually want to show you guys my coffee, how I make my coffee. It's not anything like fancy. I don't use any fancy machines, but I found out this recipe by myself and I think it's really what works for me. So I heat up the water on my little teapot. Most of the time I use whole milk, and then sometimes I use oat milk. And then as for my creamer, I use Chobani creamer, but the one that I really love to use is the cookie creamer, but I also really like this one. Most of the creamers are really good. This one and the cookie one are my favorite. All right, I take a little cup and then 1 scoop of the instant coffee. I put a little bit of cinnamon, just a little bit, as well as some honey. I sometimes use honey or maple syrup. And then I take a little bit of salt. I've learned this from someone else online. Just a little bit. I don't really know what it does, but it makes it taste better. My first time trying it, I put a lot of salt. So make sure you only put a little bit. And then I take the little teapot and I pour in the hot water. Then I take this little whiskey thing. It's actually, the batteries aren't working, so I just use it my own force. So I whisk that until it's kind of foamy. I like extra ice, so I fill it up all the way to the top. And then I pour in the coffee first. Oh, also, I sometimes use caramel on the sides, but I ran out of caramel. Now for the taste test. Yeah, and you can really taste the salt in it. I don't know what it does, but it makes it taste better. That's my coffee recipe. I sometimes change it up, but this is what I usually do most of the times, and it works for me. I need to read this for 6 hours, so we're gonna start reading it. I have my little coffee here, as always. What is new? And I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Alright guys, I'm literally not far into the book. I don't really have too many thoughts since I'm literally a smidget into it. Look at that. So I'm gonna take a break because I need to make dinner. I have 5 hours, 46 minutes, and 58 seconds of the 24 hours of this challenge. I finished the challenge, as you just saw, and now I'm gonna rate all the books that I have read in this challenge. So let's get to it, shall we? I'm gonna start off with the first book I read, which is Nora Goes Off Script. I rated this a 4 stars. Absolutely loved it. It was a breath of fresh air in a book. I love the relationship. I really like the main character. I really like the setting and just how light it felt. This book felt very light and just fun. So loved it. 4 stars. Then I'm pretty sure I read Nothing Like the Movies. My rating for this was pretty high. which I was not expecting. I rated this book a 4 stars. First, I'm just gonna start off by saying that I was not expecting it to be this high because everyone was saying they didn't like it. I personally really enjoyed the book. I still stand on my opinion of, like, I don't think that this was needed. The first book was just like, it was enough. We didn't really need a second one. I loved the college setting and like the fall vibes. Liz was pretty much the same. I just think Wes changed a bit. That's like part of why I think that there was no need for this book, because like the characters change and they just become less likable sometimes. Liz stayed the same. I mean, she grew as a person, but like she stayed the same. Overall, I love the friendships in this. 4 stars. I really enjoyed this. It was a fun time. Then I read The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I love Frida McFadden books. She's so fast-paced, perfect for a palate cleanser. I don't really remember what my rating for this was. I gave this a 3 stars. I was on the edge of my seat. I was intrigued most of the time. I think some parts of this book was a bit boring and like just static. Some parts could have been a little bit more stuff going on, but it still had that twisty, eerie type feeling. I got a little bit of an eerie feeling from this. I liked it. And then Summer Romance, I didn't finish it. I decided to read another book, which I will get to, but I'm like still at the beginning. I didn't even hit the 100 mark. I'm liking it so far. I don't really know which direction it's gonna take. I don't know what to expect. I'll give some points for that. I like the beachy vibes, summery vibes, like that's important. I like the characters so far, and I'm just interested in seeing how this is going to turn out. So far, this book is pretty unpredictable. I don't have a rating for this yet, so I'll probably finish this in July. And now, last but not least, Hotel Nantucket. I gave this a 4 stars. I literally just finished it. I took it to the beach and it kind of folded a bit. I'm really upset about that, but the book was fun. It's not what I was expecting. It was really fun. It kind of gave me Mamma Mia vibes with the like hotel and everything. It wasn't set in Europe, but it gave me that vibe. I loved seeing everyone's point of view. There were so many point of views, and that was just so interesting, and that kept me wanting to read more of the book, and it kept me intrigued. There was a ghost that was interesting. I have never read a book like this before, so I'm excited to read her other books. It's also a perfect beach read if you like reading at the beach. So yeah. These are all the books I read in this video. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Literally bye. Bye.